So in dirt racing, things can be a little bit rocky. Or sometimes things can just be a little muddy. Unlike racing on pavement, racing on dirt can be extremely hard on your equipment and on your race cars just to make laps, let alone when you're around other cars racing at high speeds. So with that, we have an idea that we are now testing to keep our car in better condition. And for the first time ever, we experimented with this car. Remember this car? We ran it at the Knoxville Nationals in Knoxville, Iowa. This thing is beautiful. With this red and gold 18T, we experimented with something to protect the body and our appearance and our brand. Because ultimately, that's what our car is rolling around the racetrack. This is like who Tanner Holmes Racing is, and not just Tanner Holmes, our brand, Holmes Racing, and who we are as a family. Like, this car is what we got. And in dirt racing and at the highest level, especially at a place like Knoxville, we absolutely want to have the best looking car. We want people to walk through the pit area and see our ride and go, oh my gosh, look at that car sitting over there. So with all that in mind, one of our partners that has been on board for the entire season, they've been riding on the front nose wing Steck Protective Automotive Films. They are located in the state of Washington, but they ship their products all throughout the world. Now what's really cool, they make a paint protection film that actually goes on your vehicle that you drive up and down the road. They wrap tons of fancy cars, and they have a huge line of products and different PPF films, so you not only can protect but also have a nice appearance and actually have like a design to your vehicle. And so what we are using on this car, specifically on the body, is known as their Dyno Shield, and the camera's not gonna do it justice. You can kind of see the film wrapped around the sticker that's on here, but all around this body we have the Steck Dyno Shield matte. This car is matte vinyl, so we have a matte Dyno Shield, but it's a clear paint protection film that has tons of benefits for being on the car. We also used it on the lower panels because this area, I mean, as you can see, look at that huff mark there. That's from the muffler. These bottom panels, they actually get destroyed the most because they're closest to the ground. I mean, like, here's a few. Here's the lower panel off my other car. You can see how the vinyl's basically gone there, rock chips. Here's another one. I mean, these panels, these haven't actually been ran all season because we had 2 different cars that were wrapped. These maybe have like 15 nights on them, I would say. Maybe a few more. Not really that many. And the ones on my car that are this, you know, that color scheme that have been ran all season are like completely destroyed. Like, all the vinyl is gone. And so the difference is when you run this paint protection film, which is completely clear and just wraps right over the vinyl, it would help preserve it for the entirety of a season. Now, of course, this car hasn't ran an entire season, but even in the few races that it's ran, it looks way more in tip-top shape. I mean, and this ran at the biggest sprint car race in the entire world, the Knoxville Nationals. And like I said, it's so cool. You can just touch it. You can feel the film on top that, like I said, is preserving the vinyl. A feature you wouldn't just see with the eye, it has what is called self-healing. So you have our pretty red, the Boss, the gold. You could come here and you could scratch this thing with like a wire brush. Scratch it all up, and then you could take some hot water and put hot water on it or put it in the sun, and naturally it literally just fixes itself and looks brand new. That's why every single time this car sits out after we race or whatever, it almost like cleans itself and looks neat again. And like I said, that is as simple as sitting out in the sun. You could use a heat gun or you could use hot water. Another fancy word is the PPF is hydrophobic, which actually makes your car easier to wash. So the washing process, I would say, goes a little bit faster. You take all the panels off, you spray it with water, you wipe it down, you use hot water. It also accomplishes what we talked about before, but literally just wipes the dirt right off. So as I'm talking about this, you're probably asking, Tanner, is this stuff made to go on race cars? No, it's actually not. Like I said, this is really more stuff for your everyday driver, your vehicle, your nice fancy car that you're wanting to keep nice and fancy. But with our partnership, it's really cool to bring products like this and test them out on our race car, as I'm able to show you how they work. And just including the product in our operation, as Steck has become an amazing partner of our channel and become an amazing partner of the 18T. Now, we don't have their product on the front wing, we don't have it on the top wing, but on this car we specifically used it on the body. The main reason why we just stuck towards the body, as you can see, in dirt racing, in wing sprint car racing, the wings are the most disposable. So you could spend what is a lot of time wrapping them and then, well, you know, sometimes that doesn't last long, sometimes it lasts all season. In general, I'm thankful that Steck let us use some of their products on our car, and with their paint protection film, the sky is the limit because they have so many more options. Like I said, this was a car that we completely designed and then we just put a clear film over it, but they also have, looking on their website, they have like a Dino Miami Blue, Purple, Dino Prism, Dino White, like a forged red wine, they have a forged metal. So I do highly recommend that you check them out. I put a link to their website at the top of the description. If you're a car person, you'll really like what they do, but I also put some of their social medias and they're very active on there as well. What's really cool about their website is you can not only see their product, but they also have a spot where they have authorized installers throughout the entire country. So just because you're not from the state of Washington doesn't mean you can't have their products or have someone install it on your vehicle. No matter what, I promise they will get you taken care of. Like I said, they are located in Washington. They have a big warehouse and they just send stuff all over the world. You've probably seen a Steck product before, you just didn't know it. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This race car looks so good. I'm never the one to just like brag about my car. I don't know, like I don't do that in general. I always feel like there's a better looking car out there, so I don't want to sound like that, but this one specifically, I have a hard time getting over. I feel like this is possibly the coolest race car I've ever had, and I'm excited to run it again this weekend. Excited to keep, that's the cool part about having like our own race team, is we got control of what our car looks like, so we can kind of do creative things, go outside the box and bring you guys more designs and curveballs and things you're not expecting. So thank you for watching. We will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you, Steck. Remember, you can check them out at the top of the description. Deuces.